I'm out on the porch on this cool day. I say cool, well, it's 60 degrees. That's really cool around here. Like, almost really cold. And I'm going to show you how to plant and some microgreens a really easy way. You have to have some seeds, and it's a good idea to have seeds that grow well as microgreens. And so let's see. Let me go through my seed bags and see what I've got. And I'll show you what grows well as microgreens. Isabella's out here. She's going to help me. She's all dressed up in her biker jacket. Too cold for a little dog. Okay, so as far as seeds go, I have to dig through my my bags of seeds that I keep in the refrigerator. And they're just full of seeds, all kinds of seeds, bags of seeds that I got here and there and everywhere. So I pulled some out that grow really well as microgreens. And that would be the kales. They grow great. Radish grows great. Mustard, turnips, kale, there we go, turnips, whoops. Beets grow okay, not great, more radish. And my favorite, sunflower seeds. Yes, I love sunflower seeds as microgreens. And broccoli. Now, here's the thing. If you pick stuff to grow as microgreens, there are some that don't grow very well as microgreens. For example, Swiss chard. Never successfully grew Swiss chard as microgreens. So stick to the stuff that grows right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to fill up some little containers with some dirt. I filled up some containers with dirt. These containers are little, every Thanksgiving, the supermarket sells them, I don't know, 20 for $8.50. And they look like this, right? You get 20 of them. So I bought 20 of them. It's lasted me for years. I poke some holes in the bottom so the water can drain. And then I use the lids for drainage. But here's 5 of them filled up with dirt, ready to plant microgreens. And the dirt is just dirt from my garden. The big garden is not very busy right now. All that's left is the jalapenos from the summer and the grapevine. And it's getting filled up with leaves. And for, 14 years I've filled it up with the neighbor's leaves. And the cats like to play in it. And so it's pretty good soil. There's a cat. See, that's Chewy. Hi, Chewy. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to soak this soil in with water. Each of my little tubs I'm going to fill up with water. Okay, here we are, putting water in these things. In my little tubs, making sure it all soaks down. Getting them nice and good and wet. We're going to put the seeds right on top. So they need water. And then we're going to put a container on top of that to fool the little seeds. Whoops, that won't work. Okay. So they're going to fool the little seeds thinking they're underground, and they'll sprout real quick, I hope. That's the idea. It's 1 week till Thanksgiving, people. I need these microgreens for Thanksgiving for this salad I'm going to make. It's a pasta salad with green things in it, cucumbers and whatnot. I don't have any cucumbers, but I found out after not having any cucumbers anymore that you can buy them at the store. Oh my goodness. My cucumbers died in the summer. And then I discovered, you can have cucumbers. You can buy them at the store. Whoa. Okay. So they're now all soaking wet. And I'm going to plant something in 4 of them. We'll do that. Hey, these are kale seeds. Kale grows good as a microgreen. And I'm going to just sprinkle them on there real close together. So I can buy these in bulk at my local nursery. I forget where I got these. Somewhere. Okay, so that's the first one. And it's got kale in it. And the second one we're going to do will be some radish. No idea where I got that. Okay, here's some radish. You can see these easier than you can see the kale. Pretty close together, see? That wasn't quite enough. We got more. Okay. I'm going to put this one on top of that. And then we're going to do some broccoli. They're little bitty seeds, hard to see. Alright, I got some more. These bags are from the local feed store. Sorry, local nursery. We'll fill in a little bit. Okay, so there's my radish. And now I have to decide, am I going to plant mustard, kale, or sunflower? I think I'm going to plant mustard. That sounds good to me. I mean, kale, sorry. I'm not sure this is the same kind of kale, but it doesn't matter. Okay. It's not the same kind of kale. Different color seed. Not enough to save. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to take the last one and stick it on top. And the reason I did that, I'm not planting anything in that top one. It's just to weight the rest of them down. So tomorrow we'll come check, and in about 2 or 3 days it should be sprouted. And then I'll take off, I'll put them out in the sun, and then 2 or 3 days after that, they'll be ready to eat. And in the meantime, I went ahead and watered the cucumbers and the chard and the kale and the broccoli and the cauliflower that are planted in tubs here. You see my tomato cages? Yeah, who ever heard of kale in tomato cages? Well, it keeps the chickens from scratching them, and it keeps the cats from pooping on them. It's the only way I can keep them alive. And I went ahead and watered the porch plants, the dill and the mint and the, I don't even know what that is. Oh, that's some other kind of mint. There's a poinsettia. There's a lettuce in a hanging pot. All kinds of things to eat here and there. It's the next day. We're going to take a look and make sure these are still damp. What's happening here? They are still damp. Okay, let's see. Yes. There's our little microgreens. Ooh, look, those are our radishes. They're starting to sprout already. We're going to leave them in the dark another day. Nice and wet. And that is all we're going to do on it today. It's now 2 days since I planted the little microgreens, and there's something. They're not really sprouted yet, whatever that was. Look at those. They're starting to sprout. And my little radishes. Okay, the radishes are ready to go out in the sun. So we're going to put them over here in a tray. And those aren't quite ready yet. And we're going to let the rest of them wait for a little while. I'm going to give them a little water. You're supposed to spray them. Whatever. I never can find my spray can. It works. This works. Those have little sprouts there. And some of the other ones are starting to sprout. I think this is 2 different types of kale in here. We'll give them some water. And we'll give some water to the radishes. I hope I didn't get too much. Okay. And we'll let these set another day at least in the dark. And the radishes can go ahead and sprout up. Here we are on the front porch. Put a few early Christmas decorations up. I'm about to go see the microgreens, see if they need some water or whatever they need. It's day 3 for the microgreens. Oh, those little radishes are coming along. I don't know if they're going to make it by Thanksgiving, but they certainly have sprouted. And they're all damp already, so I'm not going to water them anymore. Let's see if anybody else is ready to go in the sun. Kale's not ready yet. Oh, look at that. Something, don't remember. We're going to give that some sun. That's sprouted already. Put it over here in one of these trays. This one's kind of behind the times, but starting to sprout a little bit. All right, we'll leave these 2 in the dark for a little while. They seem damp. They don't need any water right now. Okay, keep growing, guys. This is day 4 of the microgreens. Here's the radishes and, what else? I don't know, kale probably. Sprouting like mad. Let's give them some water. It's better to water them from the bottom, but I'm too lazy. And they grow anyway. Now let's see what's happened to the ones in the dark. Oh, yeah, we're starting to sprout here a little bit. See those things that look like mold? Those are actually roots. I don't think it's ready for the great outdoors yet. I'm going to keep it one more day in the dark. And there's another one. Still seems kind of damp. Give it a little water around the edges. And we're going to keep that one in the dark a little bit too. I don't think they're going to make it by Thanksgiving. Oh well, going to need a couple more days. It's day 5 of microgreen growing. Oh, looky, the kale and the radishes. Getting close. They're growing good. Let's see what's happening with these. I don't know. Is that ready? I think it's ready. And maybe not. It hasn't all sprouted there, but it's done some good sprouting. Let's get some trays for them and set them out. For trays, I'm just using the lids of the Tupperware containers. Those are my trays. Okay, we're gonna give them some light. They're still wet, so I don't need to water them again. Okay, babies, it's time to grow. Grow. It's Thanksgiving. They miss Thanksgiving. Whatever. It'll be a couple more days before I can harvest some. Checking on the microgreens. Look at that. The radish and the kale are going great. The other two, not so great, but they're, I get there. I'm going to give them a little water today by watering the pan underneath. Pretty soon, I'll be able to cut some. This is day what? I don't know. Day 7, I guess. Yeah, day 7. Here's day 8 on the microgreens. The radish are almost ready. The kale's almost ready. The whatever I planted there looks like beets. You can tell the beets by those maroon colored stems. And whatever I planted there is not doing so good. It's cold and rainy. And when they don't have enough sun and warmth, they don't grow as fast. There you go. But I'll have some in a couple days. And here is Pip the chicken digging in the leaves in the garden. Hello, Pip. Glad I don't have anything planted over there. Look at those microgreens. Some are doing great, some aren't. Well, okay. These are about ready to harvest. I can probably get 2 cuttings out of it. I don't remember what this is. Kind of brush them a little bit to get the seed casings off the leaves. And then I just brought my scissors, and you really need 2 hands for this, but I'm holding a camera. You just go in and you cut a bunch, like cutting hair. Try not to get any roots in there. Kind of dirty. Okay, I'm going to try to video while cutting, for which I need 2 hands. Let me see if I can do this. This ain't working. Okay. Some that I've already cut. Anyway, you take a bunch of them like this with your fingers, and then you cut as close to the ground as you can. And then you come up with a bunch like this. Bunch of microgreens. I'm going to wash them. That's enough for tacos or throwing in soups or salads. And I'm going to let the rest grow a little bit more. More will come up. I'll be able to harvest some more in the next few days. Microgreens in the sink. Add a little cold water. Add a splash of vinegar. The vinegar will kill any mold spores that happen to be around. Wash good. Let them sit for a few minutes. And we'll dry them out, put them in the fridge. There you go. That's how you grow microgreens. Tonight's supper. Microgreens on cucumber broccoli pasta salad. Yum. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching.